concept. So for this one, I stuck on Ford to basically keep going with the concept and see different ways I could kind of promote the same brand, because I don't plan on, working for, just thinking about future and working about with the company and not going to be promoting the same kind of brand. Well, I'll be promoting the same brand, maybe different products, but kind of like getting the concept of how I want to do it in different ways. So so I'm going with Ford again. Here's my concept number 2. I'm gonna show it off here. So I'm going with newspapers this one. So newspapers is a form of old-fashioned media, and we want to use this to reach an older demographic. Since older men usually read the newspaper, we thought it would be a creative way to reach older men in more of a classic way instead of the tech-savvy way. And what better way to advertise like this than on the old platforms rather than the new ones? So basically, if we're trying to reach that older generation, I'll get there with the target audience, but if I'm trying to reach this older generation, I really want to start on something that they know, something that's more common to them, so we know that we're already off the bat thinking about them and how we want to reach them. So the target audience, like I said, we want to target the older generation of men to promote the Ford F-150s and hit the roots of these men to better push them into purchasing America's truck. We want to target men ages from 60 to 80 and really push the American Soil campaign to try and remind these men that Ford is the American car company and put more emphasis to the history of the product in order for them to partake themselves. So yeah, Henry Ford, Ford's always been founded on, American engineering and, the assembly line and different kind of things like that. We own a Ford dealership, myself, my family, so that's why I'm always on Ford. But basically kind of a thought of like how I want to, kind of promote it would be like showing them that we want to stay loyal to the roots. And I think that when you're trying to target an audience from 60, 80, that's what we want, We want the jobs to be in America, the factories, the dealerships, all these kind of things. So I think that Ford has done a really good job at that, and it's to play to our strengths right here. If we're playing this kind of advertising game and going for the long ball, that's how we should kind of attack it. So that's kind of where we're going with our target audience. What is the ad? So there will be a couple parts to this ad. So it's in a newspaper, and hopefully, like if you think about a newspaper, we kind of want the the whole page to kind of be dedicated to like just not like the front and back maybe, but like just a good page of like this is about Ford, this, that, and the other. So first part we would be having a word search, so kind of an activity, get the brain thinking and let them kind of start thinking about what comes to their mind in Ford and like different words, right? And we want them to kind of think about that on their own. So that's what's kind of happening when they are doing the word search and things like that. So we're going to start off with a word search in the article with different Ford terms that people would be able to be entertained by and learn with. Second, we want a fun fact, like a mini quiz about Ford's roots. So like a fun fact quiz, but also like I like quizzes on Instagram or things like that. Like, how many sacks did, the Chicago's defense get, and different things like that, and blah, 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 whatever it is. So America having different questions like how many dealerships are in America, or where is Ford's headquarters, which is in Detroit, and things like that. The history of Ford, when was Henry Ford born? When was the assembly line formed? What was the first model of the Ford car? Different things like that to kind of get thinking about the F-150 and different things like that. So we want to promote our consumers on buying into the history of the product that they are purchasing for themselves. And lastly, have different iterations of the Ford F-150 and the car over the past 100 years and have different photos of it as it ages and advance, hopefully from different parts of the United States as well. So basically not a ton of photos, but like maybe 5 or 6 photos of the car aging over time. And I guess in that day and age, aging is more so kind of a for getting old, but more so like advancing and how it's turned into the car it was and how we've built on those things. And I was thinking it'd be a cool idea to have some of the photos of different parts of America, and you could like label that really in small print, at the bottom, which I think would be really cool to just kind of get the nostalgic juices flowing. So that's kind of what I had it for the idea of the ad in the newspaper. And the point of it, just like I said, we want to instill a nostalgic feeling for our customers, try and make them feel like a kid again, and remind them about what Ford is all about. In this ad, we hope to inform our customers, new and old, and remind them that Ford is loyal to Americans first and incentivizes them to buy the product in the nationality nationality rally. Sorry, I was trying to be a play on words, but nationality rally that we all know and love. So, yeah, that's kind of the deal. I got a picture of Henry Ford up there, but that's the point of this dealership. Is kind of, and the point of like the way I designed the PowerPoint is like trying to promote this like this historic part of Ford to really pull in some of that older generation that I think would appreciate it a lot more than people would think. So that's kind of our tactic here with the newspaper. I think it's different, and it's not. I like doing it because it was, it's not really something I'm super familiar with myself. But if you enjoyed, let me know, and yeah, I will see you in the next one.